Welcome back to Popes and Pylons. Let's play some more Europa Universalis 4. We're playing as Genoa. We're going for our custom achievement, honest competition. We have to grab all of India, which we still can't see, while keeping Genoa the most powerful trade node in the world, which it is, at 152 ducats compared to like 40 in Lubeck and 40 in Sevilla. Look at those colonizers picking up. And we have to stay out of the whole colonization business. Do nothing overseas. You can find the whole set of rules down there in the doobly-doo, or, of course, in our first episode. Now, we're currently at war against Nogai of all people. Coalition war declared against us, and we could piece it out. We could even piece it out for the peace deal we've been looking at last episode. I didn't notice we were there when we finished last episode's recording, but certainly it's something to think about. It's also kind of something to consider going further, isn't it? Now, my first instinct was to grab the Nile Delta here. But we have a soft stipulation in our rules that says don't do any island hopping if you can expand via land. And we can, so we probably shouldn't. I think I'm gonna go and beat these rebels out of Adana. And then see if we can't grab that too. Now, what I despise having to beat up enemy rebels, I think in this case that's going to be worth it, because that's a center of trade, right? And then we want that more than anything. We have to be careful down here. We won a big battle, 2 big battles against the Mamluks, but they're back and our support is not quite there yet. Keep going south with you. Let's allow people to attach down. Here. Just try to keep them coming south. I did actually do a conversion. We can convert more, and we should. Do we have the edict running here? Feels like we do. Yes, we do. That's a lot of modifiers. Let's do the one with the highest unity change first. There we go. Why do we have such a high war score? Did we swing around the ticking war score thing? We did not. We do have positive war score from battles, which is nice. We have Nogai fully occupied, although there's some Persians that might change it. No, actually sitting on Persia. It's pretty good. But this down here is scary as fudge. Do I just run again? Last time we ran too late. And it ended up being fine, but only because we won the battles we assumed we wouldn't win. I think I'm running again. I want my people here before I risk this again. Oh, what's this? Somebody just got pieced out. Muscovy left, I assume. Stalemate? Why did I not see more on that message? Did I just not read it? Ah, there it is. They let themselves get white pieced. Wow. Didn't think Muscovy would be first. But that is not great. That removes a lot of numbers from our side. I did like having numbers. Let's see if we can get the extra bit that we need here. One more battle might do it, but I'm hoping that taking Adana here will be enough for what we need. Why did you white piece, Muscovy? I mean, I get it. I certainly would. But that doesn't mean you should. Why can you not move? You can move, okay. I just can't click. Okay, we got it. If I were to ask for that as well, you would say no. Very much no. Mostly I assume because of exceeding war score, yeah. It might not be worth it to continue going here. The Muscovite is out. And we get nothing useful here right now. And this would be pretty painful battles, which we might win. We have a lot of troops here. But so do they. It would be very costly. And I can just do this piece. And I might even be able to take a little bit... No. Well, a little bit more. I could take Araka, which would give me a border to Fadal. Could also consider taking something of the Nogaians or the Hordy people up here. Obviously taking Sarai or Astrakhan would be nice, but it's probably pretty expensive. So I doubt we can do this. Yeah. Could do this, take Manich. At least have a claim on Sarai, or the ability to claim Sarai afterwards. That might be what we do. Hurt the Mamluks a lot. Hurt these people a little. Unless I want to do something down here. Try and make my way into Taris or something. Tabriz. Ah no, that's 31 development. No way. Not a single way. Yeah, no. I think we want to peace out. I don't think we want to have those battles down there just for a piece of land. And the next time we come, we don't have a coalition on our hands. Hopefully. That seems good, right? I think this seems good. Am I missing anything obvious in Anatolia except for Adana? No. Don't think I am. This is fun. Cost me a bit of dip. Gets me a tiny bit of prestige. A lot of AE, but we don't care. We do not care much. Gonna cost me a decent bit of admin, but we have that. This is fine. Anything I need to do before I take on overextension? I don't think so. Let's just peace out. Can I have a ducat? No. Perfect peace deal. Give it to me. Call all the things. Especially Aleppo. Now, not that the war is over, I could kind of argue for not taking quantity ideas, but taking admin ideas. But I have to core the land now. I can't wait for 800 points to get the core creation cost reduction and then core. We don't want to sit on overextension for that long, so I think it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. I have not been able to see any of your comments yet on the decision as to whether to take one or the other idea group. But I don't technically need to take the idea group just yet. So maybe we'll have another episode. And if not, it's almost certainly gonna be quantity still. It's just so good. There's just really no reason not to be quantity. Let's try to start some sort of homecoming action here. And then consider what to do next, I guess. I suppose. Armies. Essentially all done. We can't declare war on any of the old coalition-y people just yet. Let's have a quick look at the timer, because we have to keep that in mind quite a bit. Truce is until April 81. Because we want to go and punch ideally multiple past and future coalition members before they can join the coalition again. Merge. Move. It's already annoying to get your groups, your armies together after a war, but it's even more annoying with the new mercenary system. Because you can't just merge those in. But hey, what do we do to this land though? Is this gonna be trade company land? Or do I actually want to core it? Well, I don't have any admin left. So I guess I kinda made the decision for me, didn't I? Oh man, we took some nice land here though. That is 24 development of silk. I'm very tempted to have that fully cored. And then 17 development of cloth in Antioch. Oof. This, the Aleppo state. Maybe I should have taken Hama there. So we complete the state. I'm very tempted to not add the Aleppo state to the trade company. But fully core it instead. And then Terabulus, Surda, and later on Dishmak. Oh man. Syria is also pretty nice land. How do I feel about fully coring my land down here? We just did take tech. How's my admin thingamabob? Governing capacity, we're over it already. And we're what? One tech away? No. Next tech is at 17, next governing capacity. So I think we're just making trade companies here, guys. For now. Unless I take admin ideas after all, but if I do admin ideas, I also want this to be trade companies for now because I can't afford coring it. So let's go ahead and trade company everything in the Aleppo node. And then we have 2 free merchants. I assume we lost free merchants in between. Or we lost merchants in between. Because of Mamluking control of Tunis or something like that. Like, I think we had one over here in Saxony or in Vienna. Not that I care too much about those nodes, but we are steering from Astrakhan, which does matter. We're steering from Persia, which does matter. We're not steering from Samarkand. And it doesn't really matter. Because either way it goes into a node that we're steering from, right? We have decent power in. There's no big difference between steering from here and here. It will add our multiplier though. And we do get extra trade power, so we should have one in here. And then... Nothing in Alexandria still. Don't think I have reached on the Basra node. I do not. So it's either Valencia, which doesn't make a lot of sense at all, or it's like Venice or Saxony. The good thing about Saxony is that it technically takes a bit out of Lubeck. So let's do that. It's not going to be a particularly relevant trader, one way or another. Alright, you folks. Let's take the mercs. Oh. I do love me humanist that he is. Look at that, essentially non-unrest. That's the combination of humanist and the fact that I made them into... a trade company, and we don't have to worry about the religious unity. France joined the Protestant League. I believe there's a chance we get drawn into that war if one of our allies gets directly attacked or is the direct attacker. But I'm not gonna manually join any of the sides, I don't think. That seems like a bad idea. Suppress, yes. And you guys, use guys. Maybe leave. Now, what about trade company investments? Let's claim on Shakira here. Really? Oh, we must have made that manually. Still have our claims down here, right? Right, yes, okay. Ah, right, we can go back to fabricating on the Mamluks. We can also use our spy network on the Horde and Mazandaran for a bunch of nice claims. Not that they're great claims. But having taken Manuch means we can now take claim of Sarai. And Beljami here. And that's it. And then I suppose Mazandaran Sari province, which would be huge to have. And stop spying on Mazandaran, unless I want more of the maps. Nah, don't care. Come on, wait, I still have another free trader? Gee. Well then, you probably go into Vienna, don't you? Again, not that that's great, but it is something. Did I put you to transfer trade? I think I did, yeah. That often confuses me. We're being attritioned here a bit by our former allies. Oh, but our allies passing through. That's fine. We'll live. We will. Our men won't, but we will. Let's have you merged. Let's have you repaired. Let's have you hunt pirates in the Genoa node. Might not have to actively do it right now. Muscovy is no longer a great power. Well, but France is again, so potato potato. Those Spaniards, pretty powerful. Let's hope they never... Ooh, I could have used part of my PC power. No, I couldn't have, never mind. Thought I could have used part of my PC power here to break up the alliance between the Mamluks and the Spaniards, and that might have been worth it. But I couldn't have done that because the Mamluks were not the primary war participant there. And we couldn't separate peace them because it was a coalition war. So I don't think there was any way we could have actually gotten them to do what I need them to do. How are you doing on the sailors? We're still gaining. Good. I'm kind of relying on these merchant navies to merge, which might be a foolish idea, but it is mine, so... that admiral of mine has a point of maneuver. It's just a single point, but that does add extra trade power. And I want extra trade power. Make me that dosh. Right, back to trade company investments though. Aleppo. Are we gonna steer through Aleppo in the future? That's a maybe, isn't it? I mean, we're gonna come through Persia. But probably our main route is gonna be Astrakhan into Crimea, into Constantinople, Ragusa, and then us. Seems like the main way to go. Yeah. So steering in Aleppo is not going to be insanely important. So we might not want to build the thing. Trade value modifier 10%. Oh, that's also so powerful. Gee. Naval force limit, land force limit. I guess one argument for not taking quantity ideas is that I can just spend money on building more of those force limit buildings. But we're limited in places where we can build those usefully. Because of autonomy and stuff. Autonomy and building slots. So, I don't know. The reason I just considered that was that we have the trade company investment ability of... Where is it? This thing here, which gives us land force limit. Probably not going to build that. Minimum local autonomy. They're all so powerful. I wish I knew which one is more powerful. If we're saying that the main chunk of trade value is not going to go through Aleppo, I think building the trade steering one would be a waste. Building the trade value one wouldn't be great. Although probably fine. Building the autonomy one on the other hand would be kind of nice. Because we don't have to state the land in the charter and we'll still get, well, more out of it. Kind of convincing myself to build the Governor General's mansion here. I don't know if this is worth it, but I want it. So here we go. Reason enough, isn't it? Now, I want the goods produced. I want the harbor. And I want this one, right? Yeah. More sailors. Not that we have a ton of coast here yet, but some. And there goes my money. Another cardinal, not bad. We got more Pope mana here, so let's spend it on mercantilism immediately. As we do. Disappointed! Yeah, colonization. You do you, people. What do you mean, you people? And yes, I could probably have ridden this war more, seeing all our allies pass through here. But I think piecing out when we did was a fine choice to make. Quite okay with it. My navies. I feel like I have one navy not doing anything. It's not true. It's only my cog navy that's not doing anything. Lights. And then we did lose some galleys in those tussles. Felt like we had more. Maybe we didn't. How are we doing on... I think I'm going to promote Luca Grimaldi here. Should be a bit more admin-y. And I want to consider what we do with Gianpiero. Could just swap him for Giuseppe Campi. Rather than promoting. That seems fine. Born in Trebisond. And... I think I'll also promote him. There goes all my money. But money is... well, fluent. Now. Expansion plans. What does my... where is it? I haven't used it in a while. Where's my choose map mode? So these guys we have truce with. I forget how this works. Here we have a Conquest CB and no truce. Same goes for Hissen Kaifa apparently. Trade conflict, I don't care about. Horde with a truce. Austria. Oh yes. Trade conflict against France. So we're looking at Milan, Austria, and QQ and Hissen Kaifa. Okay. How are we doing aggressive expansion wise in Europe? None. Wow, that war took so long that we have no aggressive expansion in Europe anymore. That must be rectified, right? We need to punch land out of Milan, I think. Ooh, but I don't have a claim on Milan itself. That seems like a mistake. I want it. Yeah, it's built that spy network. Where is it? Should have done this way earlier. Now Austria, I assume, has many friends. They do. And I have no diplomats to send. Good combination. Let's not spy on the Horde anymore. Do we keep Giovanni? It's a good election from the stats perspective. Get the full +3. You're 46 years old. You have years of separatism reduction, which is very nice. I'm gonna re-elect you, friend. Unless you're huge and you're not. And we even got some millpower out of it. I think I'm gonna start on the quantity ideas. Screw everything else. The earlier we get going on the manpower modifier and stuff, the more manpower we'll get. Let's go. And yes, I did consider waiting. But that doesn't seem to be worth it. So Crimean the bill, and that's a Persian thing. I probably want those back too. I could do a quick war against you, couldn't I? You are guaranteed by QQ. What if I declare on QQ? You have no friends, QQ. Okay, we should be doing this, right? We have claims on QQ. People around here hate ours. Ours? Us, anyway. Yeah. Let's get people into position. While we're claiming the Milanese land, we should go crush the QQans. And they have no land. And far less no land. Yeah. Did I say land? They have land. I want the land. They have no men. That's what we care about. Around here, you're just joining your leagues. League war might give me a chance to punch the Catholics. I did like the Austrians. I don't remember if there's a rule against doing that. Oh, the Mamluks. Oh, you're guaranteed by the Mamluks, huh? What if I declare on you? It's not as great, but it's fine. Kaifa is guaranteed by QQ, so we get to fight QQ without fighting the Mamluks. We can't co-belligerent them because then the Mamluks would come in. But we can still punch them up and even take some of their land if we're willing to spend the extra dip and AE, which we might. How are my claims on Hessen Kaifa? Good enough. I don't have a claim on actual Hessen Kaifa. It's a bit sad, but fine. Let's go. Declare, take Erzurum, sure. Crunch. U5, where you 5 at? Take me that Erzurum. You bring a better guy. I don't know, bring him. You can bring him. Oh wait, you have no, you have 1 siege and siege strength. I don't know if it's better to have another siege pip or to have siege mobility. Do I want to take that battle? I probably do. Let's kill these guys in Mush and then go back into Erzurum. It's just mercs after all. Just a mercenary. You guys hunt pirates in Genoa. Bisa pointed out in the comments that Achizi might have been raided because while it is in the Genoa trade node which I was protecting, it was somehow being considered as part of the raid on the Valencia node. Maybe because of the adjacency to the Gulf of Lyon here. It's possible. And it sucks because I really don't want to also protect the Valencia node. We might have just have to go and beat up whatever's left of Tunis. If there's anything left of Tunis after this war here. Do you have claims on Tunis? I do not. I can't make him because we don't have a bordering thing anymore. Maybe I just have to rely on Naples there to stop those Barbary pirates once and for all. Now, I hope I didn't declare in any way here that stopped core in progress. Because we need those cores to come in before we can take more land. Looks like it hasn't stopped. Right. So maybe declaring this early was a bit hasty. Can you blame me? I want land. I want that clay. Mamluks, after that loss, going straight up for Mercuria. Choose to the filthy Munich Bavarians. Munich people, yes, that's what they're called. Military access from Mercuria, sure. If you think that's gonna help you, Mercuria, you're welcome in my land here. Maybe hide your people or something. Heretics converted. More of that. Now we're fully overdoing the siege of Hessen-Kaifa, while we could already be doing some sieging of Mosul. Let's grab 5 and 5. Honestly, just grab 5 cannons. Leave them on his... Oh no, you need more. Oh, you're level 3-4. Never mind. That doesn't mean that we need all of these people, but we need most of these people to continue the siege. Well, we want most. We only need 6, but we want 10 cannons and 10 people to guard them. So I'm okay leaving the 25 there. Seems like a bit too much work to split those up. Terrace can attack the Aztec. No. Poor Aztec people. They're so nice. They're not very nice. They're not nice at all. Manpower recovery speed. Yes, please. Don't mind if I do. Siege of Hessen-Kaifa done. Continue on to Mosul. And I guess Sinjar. We don't need a ginormous war here. Ooh, I'll take it. But we'll take it. Do I want to spend some money on corruption reduction? I think I do. I don't like being over 1 corruption ever. Well, ever is a strong word. But I don't like it, because it prevents some nice events from happening. So I'm just going to put some cash into reducing corruption for a moment here. It should just be 1 tick. No. Every year. Well, 1 yearly tick. Plus 50 admin. Ah, that's unfortunate. Don't like it. Just make sure I'm not missing anything at home. I'm looking maps of the Moluccas. Siege of Mosul. Let's go for Baghdad, eh? Get that oil flowing. It's not in this game. Tikrit. And let's make use of the fact that while you're at war, you can actually move into fog of war provinces here, or unexplored provinces, that is. Terra Incognita, as they call it. That goes back to, yeah, this is... Yeah, there's the raid on the coast of Achizi again, even though we're protecting the Genoa node. Decent power. But we're assuming that they won't be able to take anything else here. Speaking of, are we regenerating our stuff at a decent pace? Yeah, slowly, but it's coming back. Forget what it's called. Something with a P, right? What is it called? Prosperity. Alright, we should probably put another cut into this video. And I kept thinking that we are close to finishing up the war. We're probably not going to peace out before the cores are in, so might as well put in the cut right now. So, thank you folks for watching. If you like what you're seeing, please do continue hitting those like buttons, subscribe if you're not subscribed yet. And if you have anything at all to say to me, then you could go a lot worse, do a lot worse, or do a lot worse than paying for rooting out corruption if you get events that do it for you. It's not what I was trying to say, but it is certainly true. I'm not going to debase here, I'm just going to execute that bailiff and be glad about it. What was I saying? Right, you could do a lot worse than to talk to me in the comment section. It's nice to talk to Bisa in there, but, you know, I also like to see other people too. Wouldn't be too bad, would it? Thank you for watching, see you folks next time.